But if they cleaned it with the dredger, this river would be marvelous.
This is a miracle the riverside residents of the Riachuelo can no longer expect. 10 years ago, a former environment minister, later jailed for corruption, promised to change it into the world's biggest swimming pool. The images speak for themselves. However, a big cleanup has just begun. They've already removed a number of the 80 decomposing boats that lie in the river and promise more than a good scrub. A major problem to now focus on is the rats.
Here we are spraying an insecticide to control the parasite and prevent a plague.
But it seems the rats will not be leaving soon.
All the rubbish is coming from there. You see, it's a pigsty.
It's going to be a tough job. Nearly all of the Buenos Aires basin is polluted, at least 60 kilometers of the riverside. There are more than 1,000 rubbish dumps like this one along the river. This is a cosmetic cleanup. The reservoirs are polluted. 55% of the population live without any kind of plumbing for their waste. Every day, 350,000 cubic meters of dirty water goes into the Riachuelo. Most of the factories don't have any treatment for industrial waste. Anemia, hepatitis and cancer are common illnesses here, and medical complications are also very frequent.
I remember a case of a patient who had suffered repeated miscarriages. We admitted her without knowing why, until a toxicology specialist explained to us she was suffering from a high level of mercury in her blood.
In the inflammable district, so called for its proximity to the petrochemical plants, the water is no longer drinkable. The council now has to deliver drinking water. Here, the river has concentrations of lead, zinc and mercury 55 times higher than the legal limit.
Many families realize that because they are poor, their children won't have the same chances at school. But one feature of lead contamination is the slow learning capacity, which obviously has a direct influence on the children's education.
The river no longer has the capacity to naturally regenerate itself. Many sick neighbours have registered complaints. The courts have decreed emergency measures. But in this election year, nobody believes in the honesty of the government's opportunist policy.